Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, I want to talk about some NBA news, the daily, pretty much NBA news here, so let's get right into it here. So first thing I'll talk about is Goran Dragic. You remember he used to play for the Miami Heat, and he said that he wanted to finish his career with the Miami Heat. I mean, I'm sure the water boy position will be available when Haslam retires, maybe. But I feel like that would be... He would be a great asset to that team. In my opinion, that would be great. Getting another vet will only keep a team in a good direction, because you could use another veteran like that. Because I think that would be a W for the Heat to get another veteran on that team. And he started this season with the Bulls, but he was waived in with the Bucks. Miami knocked Dragic and the Bucks out of the playoffs. And you know, he's nearing the end of his career, and I feel like he could go to that team. Which, I don't know. I just don't know if the Heat would want to do it. Our Finals MVP ladder. NBA.com has updated their Finals MVP ladder after Game 1 of the 2023 NBA Finals. Number 1, we have Nikola Jokic after his triple-double performance last night. Number 2, Jamal Murray after his 26-point, 10 assists, and 6 rebound performance. So the two players, one with a triple-double and one with a double-double, are both 1 and 2. Obviously, two best players in this series. Maybe Aaron Gordon at 3, Michael Porter Jr. at 4, and Bam Adebayo at 5. You might as well just give it to Joker at this point. He deserves his Finals MVP and the title for Mr. Jokic. He definitely deserves it after all the hate. He got people saying, oh, he shouldn't be a three-time MVP 3 times in a row. Which he's proven he should have been over Joel Embiid. But Michael Porter Jr. here at 4. So I guess they're going to do a Finals MVP ladder after every game. Surprised Jimmy Butler isn't here on this list. Jimmy Butler will probably be back on this list after Game 2. I expect him to have a big bounce-back performance, and he'll be back up here on this list. But after one game, this is like just nonsense. They already have a updated Finals MVP ladder from NBA.com. That's ridiculous. So, Aaron Gordon defending great players like Kat, KD, LeBron, and Jimmy. Quote, definitely gonna be sitting in my rocking chair when I'm 79 or 90 years old and talking to my kids about, quote, yeah, back in the day, I locked these guys up, end quote. But who invited Kat up here? Kevin Durant only shot 38% versus the Nuggets with 11 assists and 11 turnovers. He was defended by Aaron Gordon. LeBron had 33 possessions, 6 points, and 1 turnover, 25 from 3. Kat, 27 possessions, 5 points. Aaron Gordon has locked up these superstars he's been guarding with Kat, LeBron, Kevin Durant. And I thought they defended Jimmy Butler pretty good. I thought he defended Jimmy Butler pretty good as well. Lakers Insider labels Phil Handy as a name to watch for Frank Vogel's staff on the Suns. I feel like Phil Handy is a LeBron guy on the coaching staff for the Lakers. He's not leaving him. Like, he isn't leaving the Lakers. He's a Laker for life. He's a LeBron guy. There's no shot he leaves. I forget every coach wants him, but he ain't leaving the Lakers and LeBron. Like, there's no shot he's leaving LA. Like, just chill. Suns need to chill. They're not going to get him. Brian Windhorst told John Morant, quote, the indication here is that it's going to be a, quote, significant suspension. So he served his 8-game ban, remember, in March for social media video showing him having a handgun. He was suspended again May 14th for a similar incident. They've discovered more during the investigation, and the ruling will be coming after the NBA Finals for John Morant, and he already served the suspension. He got another one. This sounds like it's going to be a significant suspension. Good. Silver isn't messing around. If he's willing to do it with one of the most marketable players, he's probably willing to do it to anybody. And I'm just glad he prevented everyone from talking about this while the finals is going on. Good to do it after the finals. But, yeah, John Morant, it's probably I guarantee it's going to be at least half a season suspension for John Morant. At least half the 2023-24 season. Paul Pierce, he says Caleb Martin is better than Tyler Hero. Quote, Hero being hurt might have been a blessing in disguise for him because we see what Caleb Martin turned into because Caleb Martin is better than Hero. End quote. How I feel listening to Paul Pierce's basketball take is like, I don't want to be around him anymore. Recency bias is so real. Like, I know he was good in the Eastern Conference Finals, but outside of that, has he really done anything? He has the potential to be better, but we can't say it's just because of the Eastern Conference Finals, a small sample size. He's just benefited from the offense, at least as of now. So yeah, the Nuggets took game 1 last night. If you haven't watched my recap of that game, go watch it. Kendrick Perkins talked about John Morant, quote, it might be best for him to actually get out of Memphis and go to a different organization for his own well-being, end quote. Kendrick Perkins, he said this on First Take. This is a big overreaction. I swear, Perkins wants every single player in the league off their team. Like, dude. He's not going to leave Memphis. Memphis is not going to trade him. Like, it's not going to happen. Because when he plays, he's really good. It's just he can't stay out of trouble. He just can't. Report. The Spurs coach could be a dark horse team that will try to poach Austin Reeves from the Lakers. It says, did I say Spurs coach? It said Spurs could be a dark horse team that will try to poach Austin Reeves from the Lakers per a report. Man, him and Wemby would be a really good duo right there. Him and the pick and roll. That would be really good. That would be really good for Coach Pop. You get Wembanyama, and then you can try and maybe get there and try and steal Austin Reeves. But Reeves, Sohan, Wemby, that's a good start for the future starting five. And Vassell, you could have Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, like Trey Jones. That would be a good team right there. A sneaky play, maybe playoff team. Yeah, I think that's it for NBA Central. We're going to go to Woj, because there's probably some more news there. So we have some breaking news. I guess breaking news from 5 hours ago. Breaking. The Phoenix Suns are planning to hire Frank Vogel as the franchise's next coach, sources tell ESPN. Suns are starting to work on a long-term deal. Vogel brings with him a 2020 NBA title and history of constructing high-level defenses. And I'm not going to say the Suns' rebuild failures happened, and another Suns' rebuild failures happened. I think this is what they needed to bring in Vogel. Suns' offense is going to be fine no matter what when you have KD and D-Book and some pieces, and you have a top-tier offense. It was defense they were always looking at. They just need to add defense, and they got a good defensive-minded coach here with Frank Vogel who can construct high-level defenses. So I like this hire. I know some people are going to say, oh, it's an awful hire, it's not good, but I think it's a good hire. But I feel like the Lakers did him dirty. He was a scapegoated out because the team was bad. It really wasn't all his fault. But it's better than Doc Rivers. I really thought they were going to hire Doc Rivers, but Frank Vogel was 100% way better than, he's way better than Doc Rivers. Definitely better than Young or Rivers. Nurse was probably who they wanted, but ultimately he chose the Sixers over the Suns. But I think this is a good hire. Philadelphia 76ers guard forward Daniel House has picked up his $4.3 million player option for the 2023-24 season, sources tell ESPN. Yeah, he's just not really good. So Wizards assistant Ryan Richmond is accepting a job as coach of the Seahorses Mikawa in Japan, sources tell ESPN. Richmond is replacing a 30-year GM/coach for a franchise wanting modernize itself with a young rising NBA assistant. His first free agent signing is going to be Dillon Brooks. But that's crazy. His Wizards assistant is accepting a job in Japan. That's wild. Ni hao. Get ready to learn Japanese, buddy. So, the Wizards. More news. They are hiring former Hawks President of Basketball Operations Travis Schlenk as Senior VP, Vice President of Player Personnel. Sources tell ESPN. New Wizards President Michael Winger, who they already got, lands a well-regarded talent evaluator and executive as he continues his search for a general manager. So they've hired a President of Basketball Operations, now they need to get a general manager. But quiet, but it's been pretty quiet. But I think in Winger they can trust. I think it's a W hire. Winger's indeed cooking. It's a good name to hire. So I think the Wizards maybe can turn this around to a good organization. We're just gonna see what they can do this offseason. Andre Jackson Jr. of UConn is staying in the June NBA draft. He was an immense part of that championship run, and I think it's good. He can defend, play some point. He just can't shoot. He does all the dirty work though, so I think a playoff team can use him because he was really good. He was a key part of that team. But yeah, Matas Buzelis, the projected 6'10", the 6'10" projected number 1 overall pick in the Draft Express 2024 NBA mock draft, is officially signed with the G League Ignite for next season. So obviously, but the NCAA is going to miss out on a quality player here. But he's definitely going to be the number 1 pick in the draft, 2024. But yeah, that's really all the news. I would talk about Nick Nurse, but I pretty much already mentioned that he went to the Sixers. So that's all. Savers fan. Until next time, Peace.